Visionary Minds Public Relations and Media is a proud sponsor of CA Media Podcast. Be sure to get all your publicity, digital marketing, writing, media consulting services by emailing visionarymindsny@gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. This podcast will be about my journey throughout my adult life. I will bring my friends, and there will be some episode in which I will be alone to speak about what's on my mind. Topics will range from society, culture, sports, relationships, and so much more. There's nothing off limits on the CA Media Podcast. So, as you come into my world to listen to my podcast, feel free to know that this is a safe space and a personal space to bring your family and friends to listen to the CA Media Podcast. So come and join this ride with me, and as always, this is the show that allows you to come in your most unique, authentic way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. I'm your host, Clyde Anderson, with Rayshawn, Casanova. This show is brought to you by Visionary Minds, Public Relations and Media. If you have any media consultations, you can feel free to contact Tammy Reese at visionarymindsny@gmail.com. And she will be in contact with you. This is WrestleMania's instant reaction night one. All I can do is right now smile. Casanova.
Like, so the night started off so promising. It was like, yeah, and it was like, I just want to say everything we have said, like, pretty much came to fruition so far, and it's just like, so I two things. One is WWE really becoming that predictable, and then two, it's like, why do we have to be right?
I wouldn't say it's becoming predictable. I think if you study and you do the nits and grainies, and you nitpick and you decipher and you know the story and you know the background of the story and you know the Easter eggs, it's not predictable. It wouldn't be predictable because you know what's going to happen. If you just are a casual friend and not studying the product and not watching content or listening to content and put pieces together, you would think, oh, I didn't see this coming. But if you are that person that's nitpicking, you know this is what's going to happen. And I would say 5 out of 7 for me tonight. I was surprised with the Jade because I didn't think they would just give her the win like that. But we could talk about like the first match and talk about these two losses. The two matches I didn't really see. I didn't see the El Grande match, and I didn't really see the what other match I didn't really see. I got a glimpse of Tiffy time match. Um, and what other match I didn't really see? This is a match I didn't really see either. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, you want to talk about the Jey Uso Gunther match?
I actually really enjoyed so I enjoyed what I seen of the Jey Uso Gunther match. Like, I caught it when it was in full swing already.
Correct, because
Uh
the Let's Go Knicks.
yes, the Knicks had started, and then something said to me, "Hey, let me see how soon the Mania matches are about to start." So I clicked it on, and of course it was already in full swing, and I was like, ah. So when I got to it, from what I seen, it was a really good match, and I enjoyed uh I enjoyed that they both put on a good show. And it made me realize that we should never get Jimmy versus Jay ever again.
Correct. You're
And the
absolutely correct.
reason, yes, the reason why I feel that way is because Jay's performance in this Mania compared to last Mania was completely different. And it made me respect Jay as more than just an entertainer, but an actual wrestler. It showed me like, okay, he can actually put something together.
Correct. I seen the match from start to finish. Great psychology match, great technical match. Uh, Jay did his homework. He did his homework. He studied. He knew what moves he needed to hit. Uh, he knew that Gunther ain't just a regular ordinary wrestler. He is the ring general for a reason. And I haven't seen a technical wrestler like Gunther since I don't want to say Angle. I know someone came at well, you could say Rollins. Rollins is a great technical wrestler. And Jay did his homework. That's all I gotta say. He did his homework. He studied. He knew what he needed to do to win, and he done that. And I am proud of the match. I was not expecting that closing or how it finished.
Yes.
A submission with the opponent's finisher. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It brought Gunther back to human. He basically humanized Gunther. Point blank. Period. Where do
Yeah.
Gunther go from here? We don't know, but I think, like I think I said before, and I think he was like, I don't know why would you turn him face. This will make him a good face. Like that loss and him trying to refine himself. This is a perfect position, perfect place for him to go, baby. And I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm for a Gunther face run.
Yeah. But the only thing, and this is the trouble that I'm having with like don't get me wrong, I wanted Jey Uso to win, but right after Jey Uso won, a question popped into my head, and it was they when Gunther had the belt, right? They struggled to book him. Now that he doesn't have the belt, what is his booking going to look like?
Because like I think if I'm not mistaken, 85% of his time in the WWE NXT, or it could be 90. I think it's more in the 90 range.
Yeah,
90% of the time, this guy has been champion. Like,
yeah,
where do the bookers, the writers, the producers, where where do Gunther go from here? Not as a champion in WWE. How do you book this guy? I
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying because as a champion, like there was times that I forgot Gunther was the world champion because he wasn't there. And like him not being there was different than Roman not being there. When Roman was champion and Roman wasn't there, we remember Roman wasn't the champion because the entire company was based on Roman being champion at that time.
Correct.
He didn't have that same pull, and
I wouldn't say
it's
Gunther wasn't there. We can't say that because he was there. I think the
yeah,
spotlight wasn't given to him to be like a main fixture, like someone that's closing out your Monday Night Raws because you had the CM Punks, you had the Seth Rollins, you had the Cody Rhodes at the time on Raw. So you had to put Gunther in the secondary middle of the show, the 9 o'clock hour of Raw, then have him, your champion should be closing out these shows. Should be the last guy, last match, close out the show. Like CM Punk said in 2012 when he was WWE champion. Respect me. I should be closing out these shows. I should be the last guy you see on the screen when he goes to fade to black.
yeah, 100%, and I agree with that 100%. And I feel like it's like how do you like how do that's where I say they had trouble booking him because it's like if this is supposed to be your champion, if this is like your champion is basically the face of your company, And if he and Cody are the faces of your company, how is it that they are not closing the shows?
Correct. You're
Like,
absolutely right.
whatever Gunther did, it was like he's wrestling like whoever he's wrestling as like in a mid card slot, and it's like, how is this your champion? But he's in a mid card slot,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why it's like now he doesn't have the belt. Where do they send him now?
Absolutely right. You got
Yeah,
a point. You got a point.
yeah. But in other news, did I seen Jay Uso got his side plates already?
Yeah. Like classic, like his entrance. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm. Hunter right now speaking to the press. I got this on mute. I don't have no closed caption on. Um all right.
yeah,
We got the Jey Uso match, right?
yeah.
um we got the next match was the New Day versus the War Raiders. Did you see that match?
I did, I did. I watched that match in its entirety, and let me not say it wasn't a bad match.
No, I wasn't.
It
I'll
wasn't a
give it
bad match.
I'll give it 2.5 stars.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It wasn't a bad match, but it wasn't a great match. Uh, like they put on a good showing, a serviceable showing. Let me call it a serviceable showing. And when I say serviceable, it continued to tell the story that needed to be told.
Who do you have winning that match? Because I called it spot on,
Uh,
literally. I'm trying to remember who.
yeah.
Yeah, because I called that
So
match spot on.
yeah. So like I when we first did the original podcast, that's one of the matches that I wasn't there for.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
When we,
yep, yep, yep.
yeah,
Correct.
that's one of the matches that I wasn't there for. But I did pick the New Day winning because if they didn't win, it didn't it doesn't continue that rivalry. And you could tell that they wants that rivalry to continue. And that's why we got the finish that we did with Kofi's holding his leg, and like they want that to continue. So it
Mm,
doesn't make sense to like have the War Raiders like beat the New Day, one at all, and two cleanly. Like there had to be some type of, because now the War Raiders want revenge, and now it's like, oh, you have a reason why you should get a rematch because he
yeah.
held the foot. Like this story is not over, and I don't think it's gonna end right now. I think it's gonna end at Backlash.
Mm.
Uh, because I don't see it like, oh yeah, like if Monday they may get a rematch, but I don't think it's gonna go the way they want it to go, and that's when Backlash. I think it's gonna be some type of crazy stipulation.
Mm. Yeah,
But
right. I'm sorry.
no, I say, but it was a decent match, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for the most part. Like I was watching it, and I I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. There was some key spots in it that I noticed. Uh, for one thing, uh they kept playing on the neck injuries.
Dude's a biggie.
Yeah, like they kept playing on the neck injuries in the match, and then they kept trying to do things to the necks of both of them, and it's like they're really trying to tap into this heel run, but I don't think both of them make great heels. I think it should have been one or the other.
Yeah. Um, I'm thinking. I think Woods should have been the hill. Not Kofi. And
Yeah,
but rumor has it. off screen, Kofi is the biggest heel in the company, especially in gaming. But yeah, I gave y'all my reason on the podcast. I was like, yeah, the only way I said the New Day would win. One, it was factors. It was Xavier never won a match at WrestleMania. Kingston only known big wins was WrestleMania 35 for the for the WWE
Yeah, Kofi
Championship.
Mania.
Coffee Mania, I was there for, and the War Raiders were champion for 6 months. So I'm like, or December. So I'm like, yeah, it's time for them to drop them titles, and they gonna give that victory to Woods. Let Woods get the pin because Woods never won a WrestleMania match. Kofi got Kofi Mania, so it just makes sense for Woods to get the pin. So that's crazy. If I was a better man, I'll be a millionaire right now. Call it that. Like,
Yes, most definitely. Because I was just like, oh man, that is, and then also they slipped up during like the broadcasters, the announcers, they slipped up and they were talking about their records.
Mhm.
They were talking about their records at
Yeah,
Mania.
which Alexi brought into when I was like writing the notes.
Yeah,
All that came, yo. Who would have predicted all of that, right? Who,
yeah.
like, we brought it up on our podcast. They brought it up on the show. I brought up how Woods will pen to get the victory. They brought it up and yeah, I think they low key listen. I don't know, but
Remember,
somebody,
I said that.
yeah,
Remember, I
somebody.
said that. I said,
Yes,
listen,
you
they might be
did.
watching.
Maybe.
They might be watching because as soon as remember the one before Mania, we said we are tired of Logan Paul in this punch.
Yep,
He
that lucky punch.
he
You said that.
he disappears and comes back with a new finish. Like
Yes.
they gotta be watching.
Somebody gotta be watching. But yeah, I'm ready for New Day to get around. Let them hold the titles to the summertime or something, or let them lose it due to Big E. But
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
happy. I'm happy for New Day. New Day actually finally got a WrestleMania win. Like, and
yeah. You know something else that I like about them winning the titles though. And this is because it validates them being heel.
correct. Yep, you said that in the podcast.
Yes, it
Mhm.
validates them being heel. If they don't win, it's like why did you turn them
What
heel?
exactly? That's exactly what she said. Why did you turn them if they're not going to win? And it makes my point even clearer. Like, I just couldn't see the War Raiders winning at WrestleMania. Not saying that I didn't want them to win. They're a great team. They had the belt for 4 months. Knew they'd been heel since what, 4 months, whenever the 10th anniversary was, and I haven't really did anything with them. So,
Yeah,
all right, um, we got the single match between Jay Cargill versus Naomi. Um, yeah, I saw bits and pieces of this match. I saw bits and pieces of this match. I didn't really see. I see Naomi's entrance. I didn't see Jay entrance. I was at my church helping try to clean up for tomorrow.
yeah,
Um, the only thing I saw like the top rope. Was it like a bulldog?
yeah. She did
Yeah,
the
that was nice. That was sweet.
yeah, that was dope. I like that. There was a couple good spots in this, but there was also, and surprisingly, right? Uh when I thought there were gonna be botches,
Yeah,
by
Joe said 11 at one. Now he went to three. Oh no, I think he said four. Four.
yeah, it was it like there was a few, but they weren't from Naomi, not Naomi, Jade. Like
Mhm.
when I was watching it, I was like, wait, why like she just completely missed that. Like, and it wasn't the botch on like Jade, but there was a couple that I noticed, and it was like okay, but there was some really good spots in there. Like the match, like again, this match wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, like we all thought. Like it was way better than we assumed it would be. Like I feel like it shocked a lot of people of how good it actually was because nobody was expecting it to be good. Remember, I told you I was going to get my toes done during that match.
Yes, she did. And
And
did those plans cancel? I'm guessing, right?
no. I still got them done, and I was watching it on my phone. Like I was listening, and like I was using picture in picture to watch that in the Nick game as I was getting them done. And then like the Knicks gave up the lead, and they went down by I think 11 in the third.
In the third, yeah, because my bishop was watching it in his office.
Yeah, they went down by like 11 in the third, and then I was like, man, and I cut them off, and then my brother had texted me, and he was like, yo, you still watching? I'm like, no, I'm watching wrestling right now because no way they just gave up this big old lead like this after they just was up 7. He was like, nah, they making a run right now. And I literally, like, by the time I got back in the house, it was the start of the fourth, and I watched that run that they went on, that 21-0 run.
Mm,
But I also, yeah, but like I was happy to see that they actually put on a good show. Uh and it shows you that Jade's been working.
correct.
Yes, Jade has been working. You can see she's been working because remember she like when she first came in, I think we could count the moves she did on one hand.
Hmm.
So, I would have liked to see a little bit more in the match. More when I say a little bit more, I mean maybe Naomi attempt to finish. Like she never got to attempt her finish at all in there,
Oh
and
wow.
it made it seem like it was one sided.
Yeah, the match
Like
only lasted like 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
yeah, and like I still feel like that's because Jade is still a work in progress, so they're trying like to to hide her in the short matches.
Correct. Like Goldberg.
Yeah, yes,
Makes
and
sense.
that's yeah, and I feel like Jade's best match is soon to come because one thing that they keep stressing about this whole thing with Naomi and when they what was that? That was SmackDown when Naomi came out to talk to Bianca. Uh Naomi was saying that that since you don't want to talk to me, we're gonna do this here in front of everybody. And Bianca looked terrified as to what she was going to say, and immediately started telling her, "We're not gonna do this right here." But before like she could carry it on, here came Jade. So I feel like her best match is coming with Bianca, but I feel like that's why she needed to go away for a minute to get her ready for that match with Bianca.
Hmm. Which is, I think, is SummerSlam.
Yeah, because I think I
I'm
like I
I'm
said,
praying I'm praying I'm praying that tonight go tomorrow. Well, tonight technically goes the first match tomorrow night. Tonight goes as planned. I'm praying for 5-0.
yeah, because like that would make it that much more better for the match. Like I
Oh,
feel
for the
like we're gonna
story.
yeah, for the story. I feel like because then it's like, oh, you took Jade out because like to catapult yourself to the top because technically she kind of did. Like if she wins the belt, it makes all of it validates that entire argument. You took out Jade to catapult yourself to the top because as long as Jade was there and you guys were tag champions, you would not. be in the main title picture.
But Bianca hasn't been in the main title picture since SummerSlam 23.
Yeah, and think about what she's done in that time. She's been in tag teams, like nothing really by herself. And then when Jade came, they attached her to Jade and kind of buried her in the tag team scene.
Correct.
So it's like now that the tag team scene was eliminated, it's like, all right, like what else we got?
Correct.
So I feel like I actually can't wait to see how that story plays out because when when they was doing the vignettes of like the flashbacks and things like that, when
Yeah.
Jade was talking and she was interviewing and they asked her, how do you know it was Naomi? And she said all she remembers is being pushed, and when she before everything went black, she just remembers seeing Naomi run away.
Mm.
And remember weeks ago, couple PLEs ago, I said it wasn't Naomi. It was Bianca pretending to be Naomi.
You did say that. You literally did say that. You did.
It was Bianca pretending to be Naomi because she was found during the match. That doesn't necessarily mean it happened during the match
Correct. You're absolutely
because
right.
and that's the one part that nobody is saying anything about the timing of it. Nobody like she's not saying, "Oh, Bianca went out to the ring already," or like it's just like they're just. So I'm actually excited to see where this story goes. Like this is one of those stories that I actually want to see it play out. I want to see how this one plays out.
Hmm. So, where do Jay goes from here?
You said where does Jade go from here?
Yeah, with this victory.
So I think right now they're creating the rift between Jade and Bianca. Like, and I don't think it comes to fruition that Bianca was the one that really attacked her just yet. I think it comes out late, a little bit closer to SummerSlam. But I think right now, like they touched on it a little bit when they were like, oh, ever since like she's like she attacked me and you choosing her over me.
Oh, and SmackDown.
Yes,
SmackDown.
on SmackDown. Jay has said that to Bianca. She attacked me and you're choosing her over me.
Hmm.
So I think like they're planting seeds to create
Tension.
that rift. Yeah.
That ref. Yep.
So like I think it's all I think the next few weeks are going to be just that. Them planting seeds. And I hope them planting seeds doesn't turn out like A Town Down Under,
Correct.
where they plant seeds for 4 years and they're still planting seeds.
Crazy.
Yeah, because like just break them up already at this point. Like
Yeah, because what are they doing? What are we doing now?
yeah, absolutely nothing. Either that or send them to NXT.
Yep. And
Like
bring up the
show them
bring
like
them.
go ahead.
No, bring up help them bring up the new crew, the fresh blood. You know.
Yeah, like but it is what it is with them. But while we're speaking on tag team, like because we just spoke about the tag team titles and we talked about, I do want to say I'm disappointed in them for not putting the SmackDown tag titles in Mania. Uh, it didn't make no sense. You built this division up and like made it one of the hottest things on TV.
Correct.
to not put it on the PLE, the major PLE, is crazy.
Yeah, that's diabolical if you think about it.
Yeah, like
That's like murder. He wrote.
yeah, but
Oh,
you put you put the lesser tag titles on
WrestleMania. I
the
told
card.
you. You know why I said what did I say? I said they did that because they got some stroke. New Day got stroke. They've been in the game all these years. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they do that?
yeah,
Yeah, so that's why they did that. Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. All right, we got the United States Championship match. We got Mr. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. And this is a match that everybody thought that
Jacob was winning.
Jacob no, well, some people was like LA Knight was gonna win. And I'm like, nah, I think it's gonna be just Jacob winning. I didn't see
Yeah,
Solo coming out, and I didn't personally. I thought Jacob was going to just straight up win this match, and you know, uh, I got that, and that was a good match. Some of the matches,
yeah.
some of the spots was good. Jacobs and LA Knight, that top rope BFT.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I do want to say this about that top rope BFT. I wish they would have saved it for a match that LA Knight wins because they that's not gonna get the respect it deserves because it didn't win him the match.
But if it's
Like,
showcased at WrestleMania, it may come. I don't think it will be shown as a highlight of WrestleMania, but maybe at this WrestleMania. But like how WrestleMania they have their highlights, it won't be shown as
yeah,
a WrestleMania highlight.
yeah. But like for instance, you remember Evan Bourne when he did the shooting star and got RKO'd.
Yeah, yep,
Randy won the match off of that. He won
correct.
the match after he caught Seth Rollins off the stump. Like
Yeah,
he won the match. Like we remember those because they won the match. Like
correct,
I feel like that highlight was so good, but it's going to get buried within the match because it didn't win it.
correct.
Yeah, but what it is I don't want them to force it now. Like to try and relive that moment.
Nah, they shouldn't. I wouldn't. I would leave that. I will leave that alone. I will have. I don't know where if the draft is coming. I will move LA Knight to Raw. Get him off SmackDown. Get him off.
Yeah,
He been on SmackDown for a minute. He been on SmackDown for a hot minute. Get him on Raw.
yeah, he need a fresh start at this point.
Yeah,
Uh, he definitely does. But like that thing was it was a thing of beauty though. Like I was like when he did it, I was like, what the hell? Like, cause in my mind, I'm like, who thought to do that?
yeah.
Like, cause that was pure genius.
You correct. You're right.
Dude, that was pure genius. Like, and and this is and that's one of those moments where it's like I don't want like you know how the other company that we don't mention like
Correct.
it's like every night they go out there trying to create that moment.
Mm-hmm.
That moment right there excited me and nobody almost killed themselves to do it.
Oh, and there
Like
was a move that he Jacob did on the left side turnbuckle. I can't think of the name of the move. It was sweet. I can't. It's a top rope move he did.
uh he
Yeah,
did a couple. He also did a swanton bomb.
yeah. I think it's probably was that. I don't know, but it
he Yeah, he did a swanton bomb in there, and I was like, "Look at Jacob, look at Jacob."
was
But I knew Jacob was gonna win because it's too early to hand him a loss.
correct. I think there's somebody. I don't know who it was. Somebody was like, "Yeah, I don't know who it was." They said that he may lose due to solo interference or solo costing him the victory.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that. I can't remember exactly who said it, but I believe like I remember hearing that though. They were saying that uh it was one of the people who came back. It might have been Kasim or Michael
No, I don't think it may
because
be. Yeah, yeah. It
it because
probably.
it was in the rundown of like who's gonna win.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Got
Like
you.
when we were running it down, I just can't remember which one of them it was, but it was but yeah, I actually like that match as well too. In that match, even though we knew LA Knight was gonna lose, it didn't bury him
No, I
because
didn't. Nope.
yes, it showed him as a formidable competitor.
Correct.
So I like that. I like the way they did that. It reminded me of Brock Kurt.
Which one? The No Way Out before WrestleMania 17, or
Uh,
the No Mercy when Rock had to drop the belt to Kurt, because of
no, when I'm trying to remember what pay per view that was with the Shooting Star, where Brock did the Shooting Star, and
WrestleMania 19.
yes, I think that might have been it. Yes, and
Oh, you said
and I
Brock
think
and Kurt. Okay, my
yeah,
fault. I'm
and
sorry. I
I
don't know
think
why I thought you said
I
Rock and
think that
Kurt.
might have been SummerSlam.
No, no, no.
No,
That was WrestleMania 19 when he got
yeah,
concussed.
and
I thought you said Rock and
yes,
Kurt, but I
yeah,
heard wrong.
it reminded me of that. Like, remember where like it showed them both in a light where they were like, yes, like no matter who wins this match, the other one is still in the main event picture. But like that's how I felt with this one. It was like even if Jacob loses, I'm okay with knowing that he'll be back. And
Hmm.
because LA Knight lost, I'm okay with knowing he'll be back.
Correct.
Because remember, Jacob's supposed to be this powerhouse, and look at what it took for him to keep Jacob, to keep him down. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I appreciated that finish from them because it was like, all right, you guys kind of saved both of their images. You kept you kept them both looking like studs, and like I like that.
All right, we got a cancel match, which was Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, and wound up coming on the pre-show. El Grande Americano versus Ray Phoenix. I did not see this match at all. I was busy. I was busy with the church, so I don't know if you saw the match. From what I read,
Yes, yes,
everybody was
I,
like, "Match of the night for a 7 minute match. Match of the night. Match of the night.
yes,
Match of the night."
yes. I
What
do.
happened?
I want to say to you from the second this match started, it was like if you blink, you miss something because they were all over the place. Chad Gable, whatever they showed him, remember when he disappeared and he was like, I'm going to study the dark arts of Lucha Libre?
Yeah.
Whatever he went and learned, kudos to Chad Gable because, like, this dude, like, you see Chad Gable, some vintage Chad Gable, but then it's like, who taught you how to do this?
He's an Olympian, as we all know.
Yeah, it like it was a beautiful match. Beautiful. Uh like I can't remember what Ray Phoenix's finish is called. Uh
Hold on, let me find out.
when he runs across the top rope and he kicks
Hmm.
you, I can't remember what it's called. And
It's not
uh
the Phoenix, all right.
no. It like it's like I can't, it was like something like like a see you later amigo like or something like that. like I can't remember exactly what they called it, but like remember how I was saying Naomi didn't attempt her finish?
Mm-hmm.
Neither did like Ray Phoenix attempted it. And that's how I knew. Like soon as he attempted it and it was blocked, it was like, oh, okay, this is how it's gonna play out. And I knew from that moment, like something is gonna go wrong with the finish. And like then, the metal plate, El Grande put it in his head again. And then when he got kicked, we all thought this dude broke his ankle the way he reacted.
Mm.
But then there was a botch. Only flaw of
Is
the
it
match.
the black fire driver? Is it that?
No, it's like a kick where he's on the top, like where he runs across the top rope. Like, I'll figure it out and I'll text it to you. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, so uh, the only downfall of this match was the finish, and it was because there was a botch in the ending, and many people may not have caught it, but like not the ending, like right before the ending to set up the ending. After he kicked them and like he kicked him with his right foot, and then Gable put him in an ankle lock.
Oh,
The
did he
ankle
tap
lock.
out? He
No,
tap
he
out?
didn't. No, he
Okay.
didn't tap out. Uh, and he put the ankle lock on his left ankle, but
Mm.
he kicked him with his right foot. And he was clearly holding his right foot, but then he was saying like and the announcers are saying, uh, that ankle could be broken after the kick to that metal plate, and it was like they kind of botched it because he went to the left ankle.
Okay.
Uh, and then like it kind of doesn't make sense because it's like, for instance, this dude has a metal plate on his head, right? When he headbutted this dude, when he headbutted Ray Phoenix, why is it only Ray Phoenix getting knocked out? I understand the concept that they're going for, but it's like it don't make sense. Then the
Mm-hmm.
dive and headbutt. I feel like it could have ended a little bit better than it did. The like the way the match ended wasn't really all of that, but it was like it kind of reminded me like the very ending of the match reminded me of Eddie Guerrero.
The WrestleMania 20 match when Eddie got his shoes loose. Not that.
Yeah,
Oh.
that like all of that. The lie, cheating, and stealing. It reminded me of all of that. Like like you know how when Eddie would do something and he'll
Yes.
pause and he'll look like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just got away with that. That's the moment that he had. Like he headbutted him, knocked him out cold, and kind of looked at everybody like, yeah, I did that. And yeah. So that was a moment that was great to see. But it's like, you know, I wish he would have just pinned him after, like Ray Phoenix took a dove at him off the ropes
Hmm.
and he headbutted him.
Oh wow.
And and that's where like he should have just pinned him. But instead he didn't, like he went up to the top rope and Ray Phoenix, who's supposed to be unconscious, you see him scooting over closer. And it was like that's why I was like, yeah, the ending could have been a little cleaner.
Okay. But
Yeah.
you think this is gonna continue until Ray gets back?
I actually don't believe Ray is injured.
You
Like
think?
me personally, I don't believe Ray is injured.
Okay.
Uh I believe that uh r- remember how I was telling you the kick to his head and it made it look like he broke his ankle?
Yep.
I don't think Ray wanted the WrestleMania loss.
Okay. Okay.
because I could see how they would have played it out with Ray. He goes for a 619, same scenario,
Hmm.
but I don't see like I I can't figure out where on SmackDown was he injured.
Oh yeah, probably gotta relook at the match. You know.
Yeah, no, I did like
Ah.
when I did, and I couldn't figure it out.
Mm.
Like there was nothing. Like there wasn't even him like holding his body or anything like that. And I'm just trying to figure out like where did he get injured?
Right.
Yeah, so I was just like, all right.
Mm.
So I think Ray is gonna be gone to sell the injury for like 2 weeks, and then he'll be
A
back.
couple weeks. That's crazy. That's diabolical.
Yeah, like but overall this match was great. Like you know what the entire match reminded me of? Remember when they used to have 205 Live?
The
And
cruiserweights.
yep, and they used to be flipping all over and doing all
Yep.
that's what this match looked like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful thing to watch. And I was just like, "Oh man." Like I never watched Ray Phoenix before he got to WWE, and I kind of want to go back and watch some of his matches because I can't remember who said it. They were saying that if old him showed up, that this is going to be a great match. And if he did better than this before, I want to see it
Mm.
because like this was dope.
Wow.
Yeah, this was dope, and like I am truly a fan of his now.
That's crazy. I'm looking at the first dance. The CM Punk return. The AEW. Was just trying to see who was on the card. If he was on the card, he wasn't. But you know who was on the card that had a 1 minute match, 1 minute, 1 second match?
Hmm.
Jay Cargill. Co-main evented. All right. So WWE Women's Championship. We had Tiffany Time versus Charlotte Flair. Uh, I didn't really fully see this match. I was glimpsing little bits and pieces.
It's cool.
I was helping my bishop trying to get some
You
stuff done.
you didn't really miss anything other than the beginning of the match where uh they like you could tell like do you remember when Charlotte fought Ronda how no, not even Ronda, Becky, how personal that fight seemed when they started like throwing hands. That's how that match started.
Mm,
And I wanted them to keep that intensity, but I knew they wouldn't. But eventually, like it like Charlotte ended up kind of hurting herself trying to hurt Tiffany.
mm,
And like it's a lot like you could see the ring rust. She should have had matches before WrestleMania to like she had that one against BFAB, but she needed another opponent or two.
mm,
Like the ring rust was very evident. Like uh she was very slow, but like it was a good match. It wasn't a bad match, but you could see the botches. Like there was a point where she was supposed to roll over her back and then German suplex her. She rolled over her back and fell, and then Tiffany was out of position.
Hmm.
So like it just didn't look clean. Like, and I feel like had it looked clean, it probably would have been a better match. But there was a lot of spots where it just wasn't.
Mm. I think Tiffy, when she came out and her demeanor was like, "Yo, I'm about to lose this match." I'm like, "Oh no, oh no." But like I said, I got glimpses of this match. I saw the figure eight. I thought that was a little bit too early. Heard it had well, it's a middle match, but I felt it was a little bit too early. Um, I saw a little bit of the ending. I don't know. I think she had a finisher, and Charlotte wound up taking the pin. And
Yeah, she hit the prettiest moonsault.
yeah, I'm kind of happy that she won. Kind of solidify her. I don't think Charlotte wanted to. I don't think Charlotte wanted to take that loss. But I'm glad she did, though. And what I said was accurate. That
Yeah,
she loses every hour at
yeah,
WrestleMania.
yeah. I don't think Charlotte wanted to take that loss either, but I think Charlotte needed to take that loss. Uh,
I think she need to go back
and
and train because you're not. This is not the Charlotte Flair that we're used to or accustomed to. Can we say
yeah,
does she take a step back? Oh, the injury caused her? Yeah, because you're Russian, and then you're not who you thought you are. You're not fooling us.
yeah,
You know, and then your personal life, your professional life, girl. Maybe. I'm not saying it's time for her to wrap it up. I don't condone that, but I think maybe it's time for you to just take another 6 months off, get your head clear, like mental health as well.
yeah.
So like, and I love Charlotte. I
Yes,
think
very
I
much
think
so.
I think she's an amazing athlete. Like God knows she's an amazing athlete. I'm so happy that the matches that her, Becky, and Sasha did at WrestleMania 32 in Texas, and like the matches that her and Sasha will always have. That's the Charlotte Flair I need. Like, not this Charlotte Flair. Like, that's unsecure. And that's unsecure, like, probably insecure of her or what she is. But I need you to get back on the horse and figure thing out because that's a wasted Rumble spot.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Not even a wasted Rumble spot, a wasted Rumble winner.
Winner.
Uh,
Yep.
because they, yeah, because there's a few women that could have won the Rumble, and like it would have did more for them than it did for Charlotte.
Right.
Yeah, like there's a few women. Like for one, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss could have won the Rumble. Like I hate these one offs with Alexa Bliss, where she's there and then next thing you know, you don't see her for 4 months to like 3 months. It's like, Alexa Bliss could have used this TV time.
I mean, out of the eight people that have won this, and Charlotte did it twice. It looks like um the best Rumble winner that really did something with it is Bianca. Looking at this list.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, Rhea. Who she fought? Yeah, she fought Charlotte.
Yeah, Rhea,
Yeah,
Rhea
yeah,
won.
yeah. Rhea, Bianca. That's it. So
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
because the last time
and
Charlotte won it, she went after the NXT title.
yup, before that, yup, the 20, yup,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
won.
she went after the
She beat
NXT title
and
and won it.
Rhea.
Yeah, and I feel like that was a waste of a Rumble win.
Because why you go for the NXT title? The title that you already had.
Yeah, and it's like,
But
yeah,
I understand it was a pandemic. But I think she chose her winner before the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. So mm.
yeah. That's why, like, I just didn't understand it. That's why I was just like, man,
Hmm. All right. I think this is the last match right here. The main event of WrestleMania Night One. We have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, a triple threat match. That closes out WrestleMania Night One. Um, we talked about we really got to the cranks of this match, even
it's
to the entrance. And I ain't gonna hold you. Each guy had an amazing entrance, but CM Punk was that was very special, man. That was
yeah,
they. I think if nothing else out of that, they done right by CM Punk with that match.
yeah,
I think they done right by him. Um, that is his if that is his only WrestleMania main event ever. I think they done right.
yes.
Right.
I think he had a great WrestleMania main event. Even if he never makes it back, I will always remember this from his entrance to the entire match.
I mean the
This,
promo before the entrance, before Living Color.
yeah, like they did their thing with that. Like I was like that match, definitely match of the night. Definitely match of the night. Uh and again, I love how they protected everybody.
Correct.
Like everybody had their spots in the match where they took over, and everybody had their spots in the match where they kicked out of a finish. Nobody looked better than nobody or more powerful than anybody else. But like it showed it was very telling of a story that is going on. Like you could tell, like, all right, these dudes really don't like each other.
Correct.
And this is what it looks like when people really don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also tells you to be continued.
Mm.
Like that, like that's how it like I was just like, oh man.
Yeah, a couple of things I've noticed. It seemed like they all rotated everything with one another. If you watch that match back, everybody rotated each other's stuff, and everybody rotated each other, time to get their shine on. Like you said, it was an evenly wrestle match for everybody. Nobody was over one over the other. And I also thought that the way they had each other shine during the match probably the the best triple threat match since Rollins, Cena, Brock, the Rumble 20 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think of a good triple threat match after that. That one stands out because that was a good match.
Yeah, there's been some recent triple threat matches that I wasn't really big fans of. Uh, like like one that Roman was in, like specifically Roman Edge and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, and we stacked and pinned them. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that was a little bit too much, especially when
yeah,
getting the fans back. at WrestleMania, yeah, that was a bit too much for me. Like, really,
Yeah,
what we doing? We're stacking them, depending on you're showing that you're dominant. We already know that you're dominant, but it was at the beginning of his title reign, so like I get it. Edge rightfully won the Rumble. Daniel Bryan fought his way back because it was 10 years to the day, and Edge was like something years to the day. It just, I really thought it should have just been just the Edge versus Roman WrestleMania, but Bryan wanted another WrestleMania main event under his belt. Whatever. But then again, Bryan also, 2 years prior to that was like on mid match at WrestleMania 35 against Kofi, which was the match of the night. But yeah, in reference to tonight's triple threat match, is one of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen of
yeah,
all time. Like I said, up there with the Brock, Cena, Roman at the Rumble 2015 is up there with Angle, Taker, Rock, Vengeance 2002 when Rock won the world title for the seventh time, the first wrestler ever at that time. That was like 23 years ago. uh, um,
yeah,
and yeah, so uh, surprisingly, of course, I wouldn't have no words. I'm glad that we didn't hear nothing from Punk. I'm glad that we hear nothing from Roman. I thought Seth was supposed to be on that pre-show, I mean, that post-show, because I guess he's not, but I think that's setting up for tomorrow. Um,
I don't even think it's gonna be tomorrow. I think we're not gonna hear from Seth until maybe Monday. Or I feel like we're not gonna hear from Seth uh because the best for business still has to happen.
yeah, which is tomorrow. Which is
Yeah,
he's gonna screw Cody.
yeah,
That's why I say, yeah, I think that's why I said, yeah, you're gonna. hmm And the
yeah,
crazy thing is, Cody prophecy truly came to fruition tonight. Roman is without a tribe, a wise man, his lackeys. Guess what? Is one of his cousins the world champion? He's not.
yeah,
I wonder how he really feels. He said he's proud of Jay on a McAfee show, but dude, you lost the WrestleMania main event, and your cousin is the world champion, and y'all on different
your
shows.
and
But
your other cousin is a champion. Like,
oh yeah, your other cousin's the champion, and he's on your show, the United States champion.
yeah. But I think I also feel like that United States title is gonna drive a rift between
Solo.
Solo and Jacob.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I also Heyman, man. Uh we knew it.
Yeah,
We knew. Like we didn't know when, but we knew that we didn't know how it was gonna play out. We didn't know a steel chair will be a play factor. We knew Heyman would play a factor, but how he would it was classic poor Heyman, classic poor Heyman.
yeah, man. Like we knew it. It's just like watching it, seeing exactly how they did it. It's like, yo,
No.
like, don't get me wrong. I've never felt so bad for a wrestler. Like
You mean
because
Roman or Punk or both of them? Well, both of them.
yes, for both of them. Like, and the reason why is because it's like, yo, this was advertised as my best friend's walking me down.
He
And
did. He did that. Correct.
yes, and this was his wise man. It's like, yo, you literally just hold on a second. I just thought about something. I feel like history is just repeating itself.
It's
And
Heyman.
yes. And the reason why I feel like history is repeating itself is because this is what started. Seth is what started all of this with Roman when he went on that power trip with the
Yeah.
Authority,
Yep.
and it seems like this is exactly what he's doing again with The Rock.
Mm. I'm thinking about something too, but so during that time, Daniel Bryan was WWE champion, or he had to relinquish the belt. I don't know. This is 2014, right? Yep, 2014, and then he had to relinquish the belt because of injury, and then Cena wound up getting the belt, and Cena lost the belt to Brock, and Brock lost the belt to Rollins, and that's WrestleMania 15. Not WrestleMania 15. Oh my God, WrestleMania Santa Clara, WrestleMania Plus Play 31. Right, so Rollins never defeated Cody. Cena's looking to make history. Cena is trying to do what's best for business. Rollins is doing what he said was best for business. And wait a minute, his promo did he did also, that's not predictions, a spoiler. We all knew that. That's all Heyman. But also the promo from Friday, I didn't hear him say it, but I think I must have read it somewhere. Did he say, "Tell me when I'm telling lies"?
No, he did.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, you know who that's from, right?
He definitely did say that, and it's like,
You know where he got that from, right?
uh, you got to tell me.
He got it from Punk. Punk said that uh when he came back after the media scrum when he went in on Colt Cabana and the Elite when he won the title from Moxley at All Out.
Yes,
And
yes,
then,
yes,
then
yes, yes,
remember
yes, 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 yes,
he
yes.
had a relinquished the title, he got injured, came back in Chicago, cut the promo, was like, "Tell me when I'm telling lies."
Yeah,
He had the Jordan
like
yep,
everything Seth Rollins did, he was taking shots at Punk and what's it
Roman.
and Roman,
And
and
adding a flavor of the wise men to it.
yeah, and like when he did that, I knew like, oh yeah, he's definitely leaving
Yeah,
with Paul. When he said
exactly.
that, that's not a spoiler.
It's it's not
Uh,
predicted.
when-
A spoiler.
yeah,
Yeah,
when he said that, I was like, yeah, that's
yeah.
definitely happening. And every part of me was just like, I kind of wish I didn't watch SmackDown now. Because it wouldn't have solidified that part of it for me.
Mm.
Like another thing I noticed is both Rumble winners were on night one.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh wow.
Yeah, both Rumble winners were on night one. Remember Jay and them opened the show up, and then Jay and Gunther opened the show up, and then Tiffany and Charlotte was right
Co-main event.
before.
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
Yeah.
final thoughts on WrestleMania Night One?
Uh, final
41.
thought. Final thought. WrestleMania night one. Uh, night two is gonna have a hard time following this. Like, how do you? What goes after that? like, like this is what I'm saying. Like, the women. I feel like the women and the triple threat are gonna put on a good show, but it's like everything in between that and the main event is gonna be some tough shoes to fill. The match I'm actually intrigued by the most, outside of the triple threat match and the The
The
main
world
event,
title.
yes, is the Sin City Street fight.
Yep.
Because if it's done right, that could be match of the night.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm intrigued. Yeah, outside of the first and last match, as we know, like I said, night two. Run down this car real quick before this battery shuts down. Night two matches on 420. We have Io Sky, the reigning WWE Women's World Champion, versus Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. We also have Braun Breaker, Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. We have a singles match between AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. We have a Sin City Street fight. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. We have the World Wrestling Entertainment Women's Tag Team Championship match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. They are the champions header in versus Lyra Valkyria, and a to be announced. We found out that Bailey's injured. Someone attacked Bailey. We'll find out eventually who did that. All this backstage attacks, people getting losing their spots at WrestleMania is nuts. But hey, it's part of the game. We have another singles match, which is an open challenge. Randy Orton is will be in his 20th WrestleMania, and a victory, if I'm not mistaken, for Orton will be his 10th victory if he wins, if I'm not mistaken. Um, to be announced. We don't know who's Orton are facing. And then we have a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship, which we have Cody Rhodes, who is the defending champion, versus John Cena, who is tied with Ric Flair with 16 world titles, most all time in professional wrestling history. Um, oh yeah, I was saying between the main event and the opening match. I'm interested in the Fatal Four Way, see how that's gonna pan out, and I'm also interested in the AJ Styles Logan Paul match. I think
Yeah.
that match can steal the show as well, if done right as well. Um,
Hmm.
but I think I don't know why I would it. I forgot. Excuse me. Oh, it's light. um, but I'm intrigued by those two matches. I would love to see Dominic Mysterio win. I would love for him to be champion. Yeah, I need AJ to win. I think I said AJ. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I need like I truly believe the Judgment Day ends tomorrow still.
Correct.
Uh, and I just want to see how it goes.
That makes sense. How
Like,
they how they end the Judgment Day, right?
yes, I want to see how they end it.
Because it's about time, man. This is like the third or fourth iteration of the Judgment Day since the Edge. Uh, it was just Edge, Rhea Ripley, and was it just Finn
And
Balor
No, Damian
and
Priest.
Damian Priest?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then remember they kept trying to recruit
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, and then Balor joined, and they kicked out Edge, and then they had the big beef with Edge, and then uh
And they got Dominic because Rhea kept on attacking Dominic.
yeah, and then after that they got JD McDonough.
But at first, we didn't think was it. Wait a minute, wasn't JD wasn't an official member at one point?
Yeah, he wasn't an official member. He was trying to become a member, and they wouldn't let him. And remember, Priest wouldn't let him.
Correct. Hmm.
Then they got Carlito, and then it split up again.
Stupid.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of them, and I low key hate that Priest still has the Judgment Day theme.
Oh yeah, yeah. He needs to switch up his music.
Yeah, I hope because it's WrestleMania he gets a new song.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but Any thoughts for you about night one?
Uh, besides what I said earlier, I think they done right by CM Punk. Um, I love that guy. Like I do. I really love the guy, and I think they done
Yeah,
right by him. And if he doesn't if he never ever means another WrestleMania, I'll be proud of this match, and how they did right by him, you know.
yeah,
For some weird reason, I still think there's like a respect there for Punk and Roman. Some weird reason. I see them get along more than Rollins and Punk. I
yeah,
think the hate not really there. Like Roman, Roman knows his business. Rollins take it to a different level. Just
yeah. You know, Rollins is a try hard.
mhm. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Speaking of Rollins, his entrance, I didn't like it at first until it went black, and then
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing here? And it went black for a minute. Like
yeah, I was like, what in the world? And then when it came back on, and he came back on with the Jesus glasses, I'm like, come on, Seth.
this guy, this guy.
I was like, oh man, he had the like it looked like the Jesus crown from Passion of the Christ, like the thorn crown. Like
Hmm.
I'm like, oh man.
This fool.
I was just like, what is this guy?
Hmm.
But you know whose entrance I did really like the theme of it Tiffy
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that a
like
little
the
bit. Yeah, like Barbie theme.
yeah, that was dope. I like that one a lot. That was creative. I can't wait to see what Bianca does.
Yeah, that part, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Bianca does because you know Bianca shows out.
Hmm.
That and then Living Color. I think Living Color was the highlight of my night.
Yeah, yeah. If for some way, maybe I need to watch it again. I think I still think 29 is good. It's good. 29 is good. 29 is key for me. 29 is sweet. I got it, but I think because Punk, that walk is long, and I thought they would restart the music again, but they didn't. But Punk was just doing him. I'm gonna have to rewatch that match. I gonna have to rewatch that entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We can close out the show. Um, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is night one of WrestleMania 41. This is our instant reaction. Uh, at the end of the day, for me personally, I'm proud of CM Punk. Um, if nothing else, I'm proud of CM Punk and what he accomplished tonight at WrestleMania. Even in the loss, he still is protected. Still looks good. So I just want to hear his first words after the WrestleMania match. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on night one. Like I'm proud of CM Punk. I'm proud of Jay. Uh, I'm actually happy Tiffany still won. So good night overall.
Hmm. Yeah. Good night overall for over here. 5-2. Even still with the changes, I still got that loss with
Yeah,
the El Grande Americano.
yeah. I got two of them wrong. The El Grande match. Because remember I chose
Right.
Ray, and then I also said that Punk was gonna win because he came because I changed it at
Oh
the
yeah,
last minute.
yeah. You changed the
But
last minute. Yeah.
I said he was gonna win because Heyman is gonna do the right thing by him.
Yeah. But damn it, we got no Paul Heyman. He ain't loyal to nobody besides himself. or whoever's hot.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, it's getting to that time. I'm probably edit this like I'll probably get up like 6 o'clock in the morning and put it up.
No doubt. So
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Clyde. You can follow me at Brand New Clyde in the podcast at C Media Podcast.
it's your boy Casanova, aka Mr. Make Things Go Boom. You can follow me at underscore CLRKKENT.
This guy's the booker. All right, I'll see you tomorrow on this podcast if you join.
All right, no doubt. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry.
All right,
All right, later.
all right, later. Thank you for listening to the CB podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. I'm your host, Clyde Anderson. To be a sponsor on the show or even to be a guest host, you can email me at clydeandersonmedia@gmail.com. To find more selections of this podcast, you can search us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Pandora. Furthermore, you can give us 5 stars, rate us, review us, follow us. In reference to our social media, you can follow me and on the podcast at CA Media __ on X, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Thank you for listening to the CA Media podcast.